What we're looking at here is a shed roof. Somebody built a little shed and attached it to the building, and there's actually some damage, looks like, underneath the roofing material. However, when you look at it, I've looked at this quite a few times, and I couldn't really figure out how the damage actually occurred, because the edge metal around the roof is actually sticking past. It's extending away from the edge of the roof there. It looks like about a ½ inch. And usually this type of damage wouldn't happen with the metal like this. But I think I arrived at a conclusion that just might solve our problem here. And that is the fact that there was damage. Somebody came in and removed the roof, but didn't remove all of the damaged materials and simply just added a couple more sheets of plywood on top of the existing damage, and then re-roofed the area without removing the damaged trim here. So that's about the best conclusion I can come up with. But as a home inspector, you're going to run into things like this that aren't always going to make sense. You're going to think, it might be a new roof on an old building. This would be something that you could figure out due to the variations in the paint, the roofing color, stuff like that. But this one right here wasn't something that I figured out real fast. Actually, it took me a while to try and figure out why it was damaged, because the roofing, the trim or the edge metal, was actually sticking out enough, and I would imagine the original metal wasn't, but that was actually the only thing I could come up with for this particular problem. Next up, we can see the roof tile sitting on top of the roofing, the rolled roofing there, and I don't like to see this all the time. There's kind of two reasons. It'll actually build up debris. Debris will build up. You can already see it building up there, and it will start to rot the roofing out. Over time, it starts to decompose, and it will start to decompose the roofing materials. And I'm not suggesting that this is going to happen all the time, but I have seen it happen quite a few times. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to raise the roofing, this Spanish tile, just to raise it about 3/4 of an inch off of the roofing there, so that it would give some of the debris a chance to avoid collecting underneath it. The last point I would like to make would be referring to the missing or broken roof tiles that should have been covering the wall up there. And you're probably thinking, hey, wait a minute, it's got cement up there. The cement will help divert some of the water when it rains. But if you think about it, cement absorbs water. Even the clay tiles will absorb water also. So this isn't something that is 100% waterproof, unless they've actually waterproofed the area underneath the stucco and on top of the wall. If that area is waterproofed, then the cement and the tiles are actually going to defer or divert, I should say, some of the moisture. Any moisture that gets past it will be diverted away from the protective membrane waterproofing materials that would have, or hopefully should have, been installed on top of the wall. So that's it for the video. If you like it, don't forget to hit the old thumbs up button. That's always greatly appreciated.